I feel in my head that I'm an explorer. I think I have a lot of conversations with myself. So ये ख्याल तो बचपन में आई थिंक तीसरी क्लास में आया था जब मैं एक बार एक परफॉर्म कर रहा था स्टेज के ऊपर और मैं आधे परफॉर्मेंस में मुझे बू करके उतार दिया था स्टेज से। उस टाइम पे सोचा था मैं कभी एक्टर बनूंगा, बड़ा होकर मैं एक्टर बनूंगा। उसके बाद से जब भी कोई मुझसे अंकल पूछते थे कि बेटा क्या बनोगे बड़े होके, तो आई यूज्ड टू से एक्टर बनूंगा। तो फाइनल ईयर में होते हो तब आपको सच्चाई मालूम पड़ती है कि यार अब बोल कैसे एक्टर बनेगा तू, तूने कुछ किया तो है नहीं, स्टेज पे गया नहीं है, तूने अचीवमेंट नहीं है तेरा लाइफ में, वैसा देखा जाए तो, और कनेक्शन तो जीरो है आपके। इफ यू आस्क मी राजी तुम्हारी सबसे अच्छी कौन सी फिल्म तुम्हें लगती है, क्या है, मैंने अपनी कोई भी चीज ऐसे संभाल कर रखी नहीं। मेरे घर में ऑफकोर्स मेरी तस्वीरें लगी हैं, कोई घर में आएगा सोचेगा कि नार्सिसिस्ट है, मेरा एक ग्रुप है, यू नो व्हेन आई वाज सूजल फ्रॉम कहीं तो होगा। इट वाज एन अनरियल वर्ल्ड। आई नेवर बिलीव दैट आई मीन आई नेवर बिलीव दैट आई बिलोंग टू दिस वर्ल्ड, और इज इट फॉर मी? People accept me, so even if I stand and look at a woman, you know, they will think, oh how romantic he is. But then that's not the truth. So I wanted to feel good as an actor. This is a reminder of the fact that you don't be foolish to get a woman's attention, because वो चली जाएंगी और आप अपनी नाक लेके बैठे रहना जिंदगी भर। Sujal would have died, by the way. We still remember Sujal is, I think, only because it was left incomplete. It was left on a high. I will not be one project wonder, because when I did my first show, it's really the show worked big time, and then came in the threat that Rajiv, you will be just one show wonder, because that's what everyone told me. And there were of course insecurities. There were people telling me and scaring the you know the living daylights out of me that Rajiv, you will be reduced to nothing. You तेरा career खत्म हो जाएगा, तो 5 साल में तू गायब हो जाएगा. You know, those kind of people. I wanted to feel deserving. This question has been thrown at me a number of times about what was I thinking when I was quitting. I remember the headlines saying what a mighty fall, you know, यहाँ से उतरे और यहाँ गिरे वगैरह वगैरह। Rajiv Khandelwal's career is over. He thinks he's too big for his boots, and I don't end up smoking and drinking for months and months thinking कि साला ये तो गड़बड़ हो गया. Mind that साला word, sorry. But then because whether it's good or bad, I rather not read it. Ignorance is bliss, is what I feel. So ये जो starting से लिखना शुरू कर दिया था कि मेरी obituary लिखना शुरू कर दिया था 2005 से, then I kind of managed to not fall.
हेलो हेलो, मैं अगर तेरा भी एनकाउंटर भी कर दूंगा तो किसी को पता नहीं चलेगा।
तुझको छुपा लूं, खुद में बसा लूं, कहीं और ना जाने दूं। सुना ये जहां एक तेरी याद में।
Hi Rajiv.
Hi.
How are you?
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just not.
No,
very
you didn't.
fixed.
You didn't.
No, I mean I kind of forget how to operate Instagram because I really.
मुझे एक बर्डी ने बताया कि आपको फोर्स किया गया था लिटरली, यू नो, इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे आने के लिए।
मुझे लॉकडाउन ने फोर्स किया मेरे को, because I had to promote a few things. और फिर मुझे बोला गया कि भैया आप अगर यहाँ पे भी नहीं करोगे तो फिर कैसे करोगे? तो फिर मुझे बैठना पड़ा मंजरी के साथ में। मंजरी इज माय वाइफ बाय द वे। सीखना पड़ा करते क्या है। तो फर्स्ट कपल ऑफ मंथ्स तो आई हैड टू शो एवरी पोस्ट टू हर एंड टेल हर यार मैं कहीं गलती से कुछ गलत तो नहीं कर रहा हूँ। And right now also I'm being very honest. I thought I would join you at sharp 4 o'clock, but then I went on Instagram and मैंने कहा लाइव ज्वाइन कैसे करते हैं?
It's a good thing for us. We are up close and personal. Even if it be virtually during the pandemic, it's actually a boon. Technology is helpful in that case. So what I'll do is I'll officially welcome you with my cup of coffee on Coffee Time with Riya. Since you are on Coffee Time, we have to cheers you with our cups of coffee. A little birdie also told me, Rajiv, that you like to be identified as an explorer, a husband, and then an actor. So husband and actor to samajh mein aa gaya. Explorer. So please tell me more about this.
I call myself explorer because it's not just about exploring the world. It's just exploring myself as you know, as I go ahead in my life, exploring anything which is new. It could be my work. It could be something as simple as doing something at home. It could be something as people. I mean, I love discovering new things. I hate repeating myself in any aspect of my life. In a sense, if I've barring, so for example, barring a couple of places in the world or in India, I do not like visiting those places again and again, unless it's like a Ladakh, unless it's like a place called Gucheni in near Manali. You know, these are the places where I kind of visit very frequently. But other than that, I like breaking. I mean, it's a very cliche, I mean, trite thing that I'm saying because people who know me have heard this again and again. But I like breaking new grounds. I just like doing new things. It just feels as if I'm just born and I'm supposed to explore the world and different aspects of the world. So hence I call myself. I mean, I feel in my head that I'm an explorer.
So I've seen that in your work also. You have that constant thirst to constantly keep seeking, because you have not really. I mean, you would be one of the few actors who cannot be slotted into one particular genre. You've tried most of the things, and you have a body of work. And I'm not saying it for the heck of it, because when I was actually going through your body of work, you've done a lot of things. And it's not just, playing a lover boy or playing something which is like a gritty performance. You've hosted so many shows. All of that comes. You've done a teleplay. I think for me that was a brilliant thing for you. I don't think you have a theater background, but I think that was a very, very brave call on your part. So let's also talk about Code Martial. I mean, that was something very different. You don't see many actors actually attempt something like this.
Is the reason why I attempted, because even I have that little fear about theater. I always had this little nervous valley feeling each time I would think of doing theater. And I know that not too many people will watch it because it's teleplay. It's not one of those popular genres, for the world, because it's not marketed like that. So for me, doing theater was the biggest high. I mean, I've said this in the past also. For me, it has been the biggest high. More than an Amir, or more than, let's say, my first series or other popular shows or projects that I've been part of. Only because for the last 20 years, I've been just wanting to do it. I've met so many theater directors, I've read so many scripts, and each time I came really close to it, I kind of pulled myself back, giving an excuse, but knowing the fact that, Raji, no, boss, you can't pull it off. So for me, that nervousness is the reason I wanted to do that, tick that off in my life. It's not a real theater wala feeling, because it was still shot. It's a teleplay. But because we shot it with just 3 breaks, so standing on the stage and performing with those actors for 90 minutes it was actually more for myself. It wasn't meant to tell the world anything. It was just to test my skills as to whether I can stand and perform with trained, seasoned theater actors and be accepted still. And more by these actors who come from the world of theater, because they would look at us with some amount of disdain. Okay, film actors and TV actors हैं, इनको मतलब basically cut करके उनको आता है करना, they will do the fumble and हम तो एक ही बारे में खींच देते हैं. I thought that they would come with that kind of disdain, and the best part is that all of them would like me to work with them. I mean, they were very happy by the end of it. So for me, that was a personal achievement, and I would like to keep it that way, that it wasn't meant for the world. It wasn't meant to further my career or do anything that it helps my career. It is just that when I look back, I should just probably do this to myself. Yes.
Yes.
Done it.
Yes, of course. And when I said you've done so many things which are very, very different, you've also been, I mean, I was just reading about it. You've also been part of a Pakistani show. So not many people know about that. So it was not, probably people had not yet warmed up to the idea that Pakistani tele shows bhi dekhte hain. Ab to bahut log dekhte hain. But you've done that. You've done an Indo-Australian film, which was actually, it made it to the Oscars also. So tell us more about this.
It didn't make it to the Oscar. The songs made it to the Oscar level.
Okay.
And it was meant for festivals. Yeah. So I kind of, as I said, exploring. This is a part of my, I think, exploration only. Because I love doing different things, and when sometimes things come and this is not going to make any dent in my career, neither negative nor positive. You know it, because only probably a handful of people are going to watch it. But for me to have experienced working with the experience of working with an Australian crew, with international, with an Australian actor, and or for that matter, working with the Pakistani crew was just living life in a sense. This is, I mean, it can't get better than that, because you're working with your own team here in Mumbai, but then to interact with them, understand as to how they look at cinema or the creative industry. So it is I would say it's a very fulfilling kind of experience. So I had a brilliant time in Australia. I was there for a month, and made a lot of friends in Australia. I mean, similarly in the Pakistani series that I did was very early in my career, by the way. But that was not shot in Pakistan. It was shot in Dubai and Malaysia. But I'm still friends with those people who made it from Pakistan. They're wonderful people. So all of this, I think it's more meant for me as an individual that I get a lot of satisfaction. I derive a lot of happiness by doing these things. This whole thing on my mind that I will not be limited to just one project. I will not be one project wonder, because when I did my first show, it's really the show worked big time. And big time, when I say, like, those who have watched that show, they know that the show really, really worked. And then came in the threat that, Rajiv, you will be just one show wonder, because that's what everyone told me. And I didn't want to do that. And I think that the whole quest has been so far to not get into my any comfort zone. So that is why I mean, when I did my first romantic series, I never attempted romance again for many, many years. Because I said, ye to abhi theek hai, abhi people accept me, so even if I stand and look at a woman, they will think, oh, how romantic he is. But then but that's not the truth. So I wanted to feel good as an actor. I wanted to feel good about myself. Sometimes the world may push you and make you believe that you are somebody, but you need to believe it here that you are anybody. I mean, so for me, it is all about here. It's not about the outside world.
So when you mentioned Kahin To Hoga and Sujal Garwal ka jo character hai, I would want to, and I'm curious to know this. There is also an insecurity of an actor. It was very early on in your career to actually say ki nahi, ab mujhe ye nahi karna hai. And I would call it brave also. But do you think there was also that insecurity, or probably that fear of being typecast that pushed you to actually get out of that, even though it was doing so well, and probably explore new territories? Both ways. Do you think it was both ways?
Griya, I've always said this. This question has been thrown at me a number of times about what was I thinking when I was quitting. Even when I was doing that, and even after 10 years or 15 years, people still ask me that, in hindsight, it all looks like a very brave decision. It looks like, Rajiv, you were like a smart guy. And I've always said that it wasn't about being smart or anything. And when I tell you what I'm going to tell you, it may just sound very, I don't know, it may just sound not real, but that's the truth is that for me, I was not enjoying the popularity. I wasn't enjoying my popularity. I would walk out and somebody has to rewind those years and live those years of mine. When I was Sujal from Kahin To Hoga, it was an unreal world. I never believed that I never believed that I belonged to this world. Or is it for me? It was surreal, because you would step out and there would be girls and there would be smiles all around, from younger people, from older people, from everyone. And I wanted to, and this is a line again, which I've said it a million times, by the way, I wanted to feel deserving. I wanted that each time somebody walks into my house and or a senior woman puts her hand on my head, I wanted to feel deserving that, yes, I am giving you, something that you were enjoying. And after a point, I told concerned people within the production house and the channel that, listen, now we are just dragging the show. People have, the audience have kept us on a certain pedestal. This is more than a pious thing for me. It's become very pious for me now. Now I can't just walk through it, maybe charge 3 times the amount and say, all right, let's now. And it would have petered out. The Sujal would have died, by the way. We still remember Sujal is, I think, only because it was left incomplete. It was left on a high. If it had kind of died down on its own, like so many characters do, they reach a peak and then we forget the characters. I think somewhere, which I had not imagined that would happen. But now when I look back, and the takeaway for me is that it's always nicer to have a limited life. The more you keep dragging it on, it just dies on its own. So that happened, and I quit that show. The strength came from that. And there were, of course, insecurities. There were people telling me and scaring the living daylights out of me that, Rajiv, you will be reduced to nothing. Tera career khatam ho jayega. To 5 saal mein tu gayab ho jayega. Those kind of people. And saying that ki paisa bana le. As it is, ek show chalta hai, bhaiya paisa bana le, ek aur ghar kharid le, 2-3 gaadiyan kharid le. I could never relate to that. Not that money was not important, not that wealth wasn't, all that is important in your life. But there was something bigger riding on my in my mind, I think, and that was completely very organic, something that came from the people. That love, if you experience it, you'll realize. If you have a little bit of conscience, you'll realize that you can't just take it and walk away. I just could never take anyone for the granted, any form of affection coming my way for granted. I just wanted to earn every bit of it.
But tell me, how did that grain, that seed, was sowed in your mind that I want to actually pursue a profession which is in acting? Because you come from a background where your father is an army officer. I don't think there have been people who've been associated with this industry in your family. So ye ख्याल कहाँ से आया?
ये ख्याल तो बचपन में आई थिंक तीसरी क्लास में आया था, जब मैं एक बार एक परफॉर्म कर रहा था स्टेज के ऊपर, और मैं आधे परफॉर्मेंस में मुझे बू करके उतार दिया था स्टेज से, एंड माय मम्मी वाज सिटिंग एंड आई केम डाउन क्राइंग, my मम्मी बेइज्जती कराई, आपकी भी अपनी भी बेइज्जती हुई, तो आई वाज क्राइंग. सो आई थिंक आई वेंट बैक एंड उस टाइम पे सोचा था मैं कभी एक्टर बनूंगा, बड़ा होकर मैं एक्टर बनूंगा. उसके बाद से जब भी कोई मुझसे अंकल पूछते थे कि बेटा क्या बनोगे बड़े होके, आई यूज्ड टू से एक्टर बनूंगा. And उस टाइम पे तो सिर्फ ये था कि एक्टर मतलब I'll be signing autographs. It's typical thing how you start as a kid, that I want to be an actor because you want limelight, you want all that, whatever comes as a little what do I say, package with being an actor. When I'm an actor now, I can tell all the youngsters that no, do not think that becoming an actor is just all about signing autographs or waving at people. There's a lot that goes into it. So anyway, so वो जब हुआ फिर वो चलता रहा मामला. उसके बाद में 9th 10th में जाने के बाद में एक और जगह पे मुझे एक मौका मिला था, मुझे पंजाब दूरदर्शन में काम करने का. तो पापा ने मना कर दिया था कि तुम पढ़ाई करो, ये नहीं करोगे तुम. तो वो भी तब भी एक और झटका लगा था मुझे. तब मेरे मजबूत हो गए होंगे. It sounds very filmy though, but then I decided I will actually now make my career in acting. और वो ख्याल मेरे, I think it stayed with me till graduation. And graduation जब फाइनल ईयर में होते हो तब आपको सच्चाई मालूम पड़ती है कि यार अब बोल कैसे एक्टर बनेगा तूने कुछ किया तो है नहीं, स्टेज पे गया नहीं है, तूने अचीवमेंट नहीं है तेरा लाइफ में, वैसा देखा जाए तो, और कनेक्शन तो जीरो है आपके. तो फिर वही जब सब भर रहे MBA के फॉर्म, सब भर रहे हैं सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग के फॉर्म, आप भी भर रहे हो सबके साथ में. कोई बोलता है चल IPO ही दे दे, कभी फॉर्म भर. नॉट रियली थॉट अबाउट व्हाट आई विल डू इन माय करियर. एंड देन आई थिंक मैंने किसी का फॉर्म भरा था आर्मी में जाने का. आई थॉट कि लेट्स गेट आउट ऑफ द हाउस एंड इट गॉट रिजेक्टेड. And then again, reality hit me. I think I have a lot of conversations with myself. So this is of the many conversations that I've had with myself. This was one conversation that I remember, that Rajiv, ek baar try to kar. So try once. Maybe if you fail, you will know that ye to sab sapna hi tha. Otherwise, you will always regret not having tried that. So that one effort, I think that वो एक हल्का सा जो भी मैंने कोशिश की थी, it just made इतना सी जगह पे इतनी जगह ने इतना courage दिया. फिर इतनी जगह बनाई तो उसने इतना करेज दिया, और फिर तो करेज आ गया घर छोड़ के भागने का भी. I had to quit the house and yeah, Dad tend to really, as you said, that we didn't have any connections, so I was asked to leave, not very politely also. So I was asked to leave, and then I kind of managed to not fall in life.
In your career, you have gone by what your gut tells you a lot many times. और बहुत सारे ऐसे projects हैं which have often, I mean, not often, but a few of them which you really believed in probably did not see the light of day, or only got restricted to festival circuits. How do you feel about that?
Not bad. Part and parcel of my industry. I always take it with a lot of positivity only. Not positivity, I would say that, but I'm a very practical man. When I say practical, I'm not really close to any of these things. If you ask me, Raji, तुम्हारी सबसे अच्छी कौन सी फिल्म तुम्हें लगती है, क्या है, मैंने अपनी कोई भी चीज से संभाल कर रखी नहीं. मेरे घर में ऑफकोर्स मेरी तस्वीरें लगी हैं, कोई घर में आएगा सोचेगा कि नार्सिसिस्ट है, मेरा एक ग्रुप है. There are pictures, but they're all gifted by people. And recently we just kind of Manjari wanted to just kind of put up pictures of the projects that I've been part of, but I'm not at all obsessed with my work for that matter. कि मेरा ये काम किया था मैंने, यार ये नहीं किया, आगे क्या होगा मेरे. This I was banking so much on this one, which you do before the project. You do bank on it. You think इस साल में मैं एक ही फिल्म कर रहा हूँ, and this is the project that I will do. This one will open way. I do not have any agency managing me. I have been like this for the last 18-19 years. So for me, it is a fair amount of calculation with each project. And when it doesn't take off या वो नहीं release होता है, उस time पे आपको चिंता, like कुछ देर के लिए आपको खराब तो जरूर लगता है कि यार calculation ही गड़बड़ हो गई. But then I tell myself, my conversation with myself, I always tell myself, Raji, this has happened with almost everyone. 10 प्रोजेक्ट टेक ऑफ किए नहीं किए, इनके बारे में लोगों को पता नहीं होता. ये तो मैं बात कर रहा हूँ अपने बारे में, इसलिए अभी लोगों को पता चलेगा, या आपने पढ़ा होगा कहीं ना कहीं कि कुछ प्रोजेक्ट टेक ऑफ नहीं किए थे. बट देन दैट्स अ पार्ट एंड पार्सल. That's not the end of life. So you have to move on. Every project has its own destiny. So I like to believe that, and I take it like that, and that is why it never hurts me. It doesn't ever take me to depression. I don't end up smoking and drinking for months and months thinking कि साला ये तो गड़बड़ हो गया. Mind that साला word, sorry. But then,
but do you get affected by what sometimes is written in the media, or how media perceives of certain aspects of your life, or probably the gaps that you may be taking, and how they present it like in a headline? Do you get disheartened often, or do you just take it as with a pinch of salt?
No. There used to be a time right in the beginning. Thankfully, I'm really grateful to all of those people who have written those very heart-aching headlines, when and terrible headlines sometimes, because they have kind of helped me mature, as a person, or help people like me deal with it in a much nicer way, because it happened very early in my career. Because when I quit my first show, tabhi likha tha. What a Mighty Fall, because my second series that I did was called Time Bomb on Z. And when I did that, a lot of the headlines, I remember the headlines saying, what a mighty fall, yahan se utre aur yahan gire, vagara, vagara. Rajiv Khandelwal's career is over. He thinks he's too big for his boots, and wo sab shuru ho gaya tha wahan pe. And in my head, I said, you don't even know a speck of reality. Tum logo ko to pata bhi nahi. I mean, what you were saying is completely the opposite. I chose Z ka Time Bomb, not because I didn't have a choice. Sometimes you feel, how do I tell you the truth? तो उस टाइम पे तो सोशल मीडिया पे नहीं था कि आपने क्या बता दिया, and somebody is writing because आपको headline, you were a journalist yourself, so headlines बिकती हैं. Nobody reads an article. You give them a flashy headline, you give them a headline that is scandalous, and then you tend to read the article. So there were journalists, I remember, who told me that in 2005, I'm saying, and somebody who recently he just kind of spoke to me. I'm not going to take his name, but he told me that I will, Rajiv, because we had reached a point where I said, listen, this is absolutely wrong. This is not nowhere close to even what you've written. So he said, this is how it works. And now, because you did not give me that interview, I am going to, I'm going to make a name for myself by doing something very terrible, he said, with so much of arrogance. And of course, I didn't speak to him for many, many years.
But that's sad. I mean, that's a very important aspect. We as journalists, we have a lot of power. Up to there are, views are divided, but my point is, why can't facts be presented as is? I can understand that sensationalism also sells, but not always, not at the cost of, just gunning at a particular person. Like, I don't agree with that school of thought.
I'll tell you why. I'll give you one example. Now, because I told you I do not have a PR agency, there are so many times when big publications have come to my house, and they've met me. They've kept taken time from me and met me, and then they told me, Rajiv, there's something called MediaNet, where let me tell all the people also here that most of the articles that we read in entertainment, newspapers are paid for. The actors pay for it, the directors pay for it. The front page, it's all sold out. So when I was asked, Rajiv, you are not on MediaNet, आपने नहीं खरीदा हमारे से वो space. तो मैंने कहा मैं नहीं करता हूँ. तो राजीव सोचो, आपकी फिल्म को रिव्यू नहीं करेगा अगर, तो सोचो अगर हमारा पेपर आपकी फिल्म को रिव्यू नहीं करेगा तो क्या इंप्रेशन जाएगा? And I said, this is like as good as Dhamki. So I very quietly said, I'm sorry, I don't believe in it. I would rather have you pay me to take my interview. मैं भी इतना गुस्सा आ गया था बहुत ज़्यादा मुझे. So sometimes you do this, and now how does it come back to you? It comes back because you are a journalist. You say, all right, let's do negative stories on it. Thankfully, I'm not the types who actually likes reading too many things. Even when I get a Google alert about my news, and that alert comes on my email, and I delete it there and then only. Because whether it's good or bad, I rather not read it. Ignorance is bliss, is what I feel. So ये जो starting से लिखना शुरू कर दिया था कि मेरी obituary लिखना शुरू कर दिया था 2005 से, तो फिर मुझे लगता था अच्छा अब क्या बोलोगे तुम? अब क्या बोलोगे तुम? I used to just kind of smile in my head, saying that let's not be governed by these outside forces. Let your mind not be governed by these outside forces. Think what you believe in and go. I mean, I have told myself this, that ये सब तो होंगे. The world is out there to pull you down. And I know that it doesn't matter to a lot of people, because I'm not everywhere. I'm a very small little brand. So it doesn't matter, but still, if you try and pick that small brand and write something not very pleasant, then probably I feel bad for them because आपको ये करना पड़ रहा है भाई. So, and it's been almost 18 years, and from the beginning I told myself and told a lot of people from the media also, it's not a race. It can never be a race. Listen, it is all about longevity. It's all about marathon. for as long, and that's again not proving a point to someone. I can decide to hang my boots today and decide कि नहीं करना मुझे. There are so many directors, you know, who have kind of decided कि अभी नहीं करना. वो जाके चीज फैक्ट्री खोल के बैठे नहीं कर. So you can't say कि अच्छा आपकी वो फिल्म नहीं चली थी तो भैया तो खत्म हो गया, इंडस्ट्री ने बाहर भेज दिया. It's so funny because that somebody decides to not work in the industry and decides, okay, मैं इतना ही काम करना है, अभी मैं खेती बाड़ी करूंगा.
Right.
So, but then, you know, it will not sell that so and so director decides to hang his boots and decides to do kheti. That will be that finally industry shuts doors on him and then he has
Yeah,
no
and that's sadly the case, Rajiv, because अभी तो lockdown चल रहा है. I mean, you were in Goa, in your house in Goa, and you were chilling there. अब वो lockdown अगर नहीं हो रहा होता and people would have actually perceived those same pictures differently, that you know, okay, fine, probably he's not doing anything and that's why. But it's
But then
sadly there.
मैं इसीलिए सोशल मीडिया पे जरा जाता भी नहीं है बिकॉज वो तो जाके मुझे करना पड़ता है बिकॉज अगेन प्रेशर बहुत पड़ता है कि यार 2 महीने हो गए तुम्हें कुछ डाला नहीं है तो फिर मुझे आया कुछ तो करना पड़ता है because that's it's unfair to engage people there and you know not engage with them. So yeah.
But I love your posts. I mean, your yoga to everything.
Glad.
So what I'll do now is, Rajiv, now I come to my next segment. It's called Sip and Spill. I want you to hold your coffee cup. This is my very own Sach Ka Samna for you. Okay?
Oh my.
Okay? Simplified Sach Ka Samna. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a sip. If you have learnt to play an instrument during the lockdown. Which one?
Guitar. So
Wow.
But don't ask me to play it because the manager सीखा है वो again I have not borrowed that skill from anyone, not even from YouTube. I think I have a knack of the rhythm or let's say I don't know क्या बोलूँ मैं. बता मुझे कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट दे दो और मुझे 10 दिन के लिए छोड़ दो वो इंस्ट्रूमेंट मेरे पास में. मैं आपको जो मुझे धुन बोलोगे आप मैं उसको आपको बजा के सुना दूंगा. But then so that's very amateur way of playing guitar. But then I can play songs on 5 strings. You know
Okay.
I can. But if you ask me to give you a rhythm. I will not be able to do that because that's so मैं ये सब so I play harmonica, I play guitar, I play xylophone, I what else piano, harmonium. तो ये सब मैं मतलब I can understand you but that's how so guitar was one thing because I've always wanted to play on 5 string. पहले मैं सिर्फ एक ही वो chord के ऊपर करता रहता था मैं कि भैया बजा रहे हो आप अभी मैं 5 के ऊपर कर सकता हूँ.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, take a sip. If you think you are not meant for reality shows, like as a participant, like if you truly believe in it, why do you say that? Why do you think that?
Because I think right very early in my career, I think 2006 or 2007, when the first reality show had come to the country and when I was offered, you know, I was among the popular faces of television, so they wanted participants who were popular. And I said, क्या होगा हम बोले ऐसे करना है आपको and you have to compete with each other. I said, compete for 10 lakh rupees? So no, this is, I mean, I'm sounding derogatory towards reality show participants and my intention is not that. I realize that I don't have that thing in me where I can go on a stage and in public compete for something which is, I don't know, I mean, ट्रॉफी के लिए या किसी चीज के लिए आप रेस में अगर स्कूल में बातें अलग थी लेकिन इन रियलिटी शो में to sell my real side is something which doesn't come to me. I mean, I'm a very private person. इसीलिए मैं शायद सोशल मीडिया पे भी नहीं हूँ. So you know, so it's not anything which is good or bad. My thought, it's me as a person, as an individual. I do not feel comfortable being there and bearing out my personal side. You know, that's completely for myself. मुझसे नहीं हो सकता. मैं नहीं खड़ा होकर बोल सकता कि मुझे vote करो, please vote for me. I just can't do that. It just, I mean, I don't even tell people to come and watch my films. Promotion के time पे थोड़ा बोलना पड़ता है. But I always say that if you have time and if you want to invest your little money on something interesting, then come and watch the film. Otherwise, I will not. Who am I to say, please come and watch my film? I mean, you know, I can put it there and it's up to you whether you want to watch the film or not. So वो मुझसे नहीं होता है. वो मैंने देखा. Host, of course, मैं कर सकता हूँ. सच का सामना भी वैसे ही हुआ था by the way. When Babu had come to me, I told him, I'm really sorry, you know, I can't participate because I don't participate. He said it's about hosting. And मैंने कहा अच्छा hosting है. Yeah, so then that's how सबके सामने happens.
Okay, all right. Okay, so the next one, take a sip. If you have ever done a death-defying, like near death-defying stunt in your real life. You have.
Yeah. Not just once, a number of times. And number of times because I think I am a very outdoor person. Near death defined तो बताता हूँ अभी, लेकिन उससे जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मैं क्या क्या करता रहता हूँ रोज. अभी कुछ दिनों पहले मैंने वो वीडियो डाला नहीं है. I'm going to put that video someday of telling people that do not ever be so overconfident that at the cost of your life, because there are other people who are around you. आप तो तोड़ लोगे अपने सर पैर को, लेकिन बाकी जो आपके आसपास हैं उनको उसमें तकलीफ हो गया.
Yeah.
So I was actually walking on my dumbbells, on my hands. I do this handstand. तो मैंने
Yes.
4 डंबल रखे और मैंने कहा मैं इसके हाथ से इसके ऊपर जाऊंगा, इसके बाद इसके ऊपर चल के जाऊंगा डंबल्स के ऊपर वर्टिकल खड़े देता हूँ. एंड वो सेकंड थर्ड पहले 2 कर लिए तो बड़ा अच्छा लगा मुझे. फिर थर्ड पे मैं जैसे गया तो वो डंबल बिकॉज खड़ा हुआ था तो वो गिर गया. एक हाथ से इधर गिरा, वो जैसे गिरा तो मैं भी गिरा. बट थैंकफुली बिकॉज आई एम काइंड ऑफ आई वाज जिमनास्ट, सो आई काइंड ऑफ managed myself, without hurting myself. But other than that, I've done so many times. I mean, this knows, I think whoever knows about my knows that I'm a diver, I'm a swimmer. So I've gone up on a 30-meter diving board. 30 meter or 30 feet? 30 feet, I think. 30 feet. 30 feet diving board पे मैं गया था. And वहाँ से dive मारने की कोशिश की थी मैंने to impress all the girls there. And so वहीं से start. लड़कों के साथ में क्या होता है? ये तो होता है अपने आप को गाड़ियाँ चला रहा हो, बाइक चला रहा हो, स्पीड में. So anyway, so उस पे मैं गया था and then I fell and I hurt my knees on my nose and ये nose अभी दिखाता हूँ मैं. certain light में टेढ़ी लगती है.
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. There is a little dent here. So that was only because I hit my knees on my nose while I was diving. So that was one. And then, I mean, rest of course I just finished one paragliding, which was not a very, very great thing to do because wind बहुत कम थी और मैंने जिद किया था कि मैं करूँगा मैं अभी. तो ऐसे करते करते आई थिंक बहुत बहुत ज्यादा चीजें की है मैंने. एक बार तो मैं बेहोश हो गया था, मुझे हॉस्पिटल लेके गया था, लेके जाना पड़ा था मम्मी को बिकॉज आई जंप्ड स्टेयरकेस. जब होता है ना स्टेयरकेस, तो अगर स्टेयरकेस ऐसे जाके ऐसे जाता है बड़ा ज्योग्राफी आपको देना, लेकिन एनीवे तो मैं एक लेज था, वो लेज के ऊपर दूर से मम्मी को बोला कि मम्मी देखो मैं जंप कर रहा हूँ, और जंप किया और लेज पे मैं जाके गया और लेज पे जैसे मैंने हाथ रखा पैर आगे गए तो पीछे से लेज से हाथ निकल गया. And I fell on the staircase and was unconscious हो गया. Next I remember is I'm in the ambulance and mom was crying. And then I remember waking up in the ICU and then survived. Yeah,
How
so,
old were you?
How young I was in class 7 or 6, I think.
Oh shit.
In Punjab. It was in Punjab.
God.
So yes, I think so because I'm an outdoor person, I love adventure sports. ऐसा कोई Disney की ride नहीं जो मैंने छोड़ी है. So so होता है कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है. बट देन मैं हमेशा ये भी कहता हूँ कि दैट रिस्क नहीं तो मजा भी नहीं है. बट देन इट शुड बी सेंसिबल. जब थोड़े बड़े हो जाते हो तो आपको लगता है बच्चों को बताओ कि भैया सेंसिबल रिस्क लेना बहुत जरूरी है.
Okay, you kind of already accepted to this thing, but I'm still going to ask you. Take a sip. If you have attempted something really foolish to impress a girl or a stunt and you have made a fool of yourself.
बताया मैंने आपको क्या क्या किया था मैंने. This one just stayed with me as I in one of my TED talks, the only TED talk that I've given, उसके अंदर मैंने बोला भी था that this is a reminder of the fact that you don't be foolish to get a woman's attention because वो चली जाएंगी और आप अपनी नाक लेके बैठे रहना जिंदगी भर. उसके बाद फेस करना कि स्लाइड में नाक अच्छी लगती है तो आपकी जो प्राइड है आपकी नाक ही टूट गई. Can you imagine? So it's a lesson for others also. No.
Okay, next one. I always get interesting answers for this, so I'm hoping for one from you too. Take a sip. If you have ever written a love letter in your life, any time of your life, school, college, कभी भी. इतने सारे लिखे हैं.
बहुत लिखे. The last one that I wrote, of course, is going to sound so cute, but the last one I wrote was for my wife Manjari. जब हमारी शादी हुई थी, and because इस जमाने में को लिखता नहीं है तो मैंने कहा मैं क्या सा सरप्राइज दूं उसको. तो मैंने एक लेटर लिखा. तब हम डेट कर रहे थे एंड शी वाज वर्किंग विद एन एजेंसी और मैंने उसकी फ्रेंड को फोन किया और मैंने बोला कि उसका बर्थडे था तो आई वांटेड टू मेक हर फील स्पेशल. तो अभी मैंने कहा बाहर लेके जाएंगे कुछ करेंगे ये करेंगे दुनिया भर की चीजें तो वो तो सब कर ही लेते हैं कन्वेंशनल है. तो आई रोट लेटर एंड आई वांट टू पुट अप ऑन हर टेबल का जो उसका क्यूबिकल था. मैंने कहा प्लीज समबडी गो एंड पुट इट देयर उसके सामने बिकॉज़ शी विल नॉट एक्सपेक्ट इट. And I come from a background because I come from small towns, so we used to I used to write a lot.
Yeah.
Bombay, she's a Bombay born and brought up girl. So So for her, writing letters is something which doesn't come very naturally to her. So वो सामने लिखा हुआ था उसके, and yeah, she was kind of impressed, and she said, "That's so cute." But I mean, you know, it's something which you're seeing it for the first time. You weren't expecting it. It was a yeah, a lovely reaction. But otherwise, 3 पेज के, 4 पेज के, जब 7th 8th में या 6th 7th में थे, जब आप लिख सकते थे, मुझे याद है, लड़कियां भी याद है मुझे, जिनको आपने बड़े बड़े लेटर लिखे हैं, आंसू, उसके अंदर आप फ्लावर भी लगा के भेजते थे. So small, you put it in the letter.
Yeah.
And yeah, so and I had this, I still have a collection of letters that I used to get from the girls जिनको मैं लिखता था.
Wow.
So I still, for the longest time, इतने सारे cards होते थे, इतने सारे letters होते थे, I used to love collecting those letters. So I still have those letters, love letters. Let's call them love letters.
Nice.
And
That's nice.
best thing was used to wait for the postman. अच्छा, and मम्मी के हाथ में ना पड़ जाए, उससे पहले आपको निकालना भी है.
Okay, that's nice. All right, take a sip. If you have, if you can actually think of something really embarrassing while you've been made to be dancing or during a dance performance, which has got you embarrassed, like while you were probably into a dance performance and you got really, really embarrassed.
Okay, इसमें कॉफी नहीं पियेंगे, कॉफी खत्म भी होगी मेरी, बट बताया तो मैं आपको. I had gone to for the first time in my, I think, career, मैं perform भी कर रहा था. नहीं, first time नहीं था, but I was performing in front of public. In a sense, not हमारी award function की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. I was the only guy from television who was taken for a performance in a place called Gondia. Mr. Praful Patel, जो हमारे aviation minister थे पहले, civil aviation minister. उनके फादर की 100th centenary थी in a place called Gondia in Maharashtra. और वहाँ पे there was a lakh का कुछ crowd था, 1 लाख लोग थे, बड़ा public का जो भी था event था, and my characters were popular or something was popular, so they wanted me from television to perform along with actors who were working in films. So only films. So like all the senior actors who were there, and talking about everyone from Shah Rukh से लेके सब लोग, everyone was there. And मेरा performance था, and मैंने कहा, और मुझे नंबर नहीं दिया जा रहा था मैं, because मुझे लगा था कि मेरे को लास्ट में नहीं, सबसे पहला second number was mine only, and they were not giving me the stage for rehearsals because TV का लगा. So the attitude was not the best, you know, and that is the time when I actually, I mean, it shaped up my feelings about a lot of things later in life. But then when I was performing, मुझे stage का rehearsal का time नहीं मिला था, और मुझे याद है जब मेरा नंबर आया और मैं स्टेज पे गया और वो इतना बड़ा क्राउड था, और आप टीवी में आप उस टाइम आई हैड ओनली डन टेलीविजन का नहीं है, किसी और के गाने पे आप परफॉर्म कर रहे हो. सो आई रिमेंबर दैट व्हेन आई सेकंड या 10 सेकंड या 15 सेकंड के बाद में एवरीवन मूव्ड इन वन डायरेक्शन एंड आई मूव्ड इन द अदर डायरेक्शन, and I had to come back, and when I came back this side, I knew that they're going to go that side, but then I couldn't stop my rhythm. So and I was so embarrassed because मुझे लगा कि देखो वैसे भी ये लोग का एटीट्यूड ऐसे होता है कि टीवी एक्टर्स ऐसे होते हैं, और तो और भी बोलेंगे ये देखो ये परफॉर्म कर गया है. But thankfully the applause was so much because I think there was so much of love from the audience. It kind of managed to not, I mean, completely take away my embarrassment, but it did kind of make up for my embarrassment, I would say, because huge applause it was, and I realized that the power of television, and I want to tell these guys that देखो power to जिसको तुम सोचते हो कि भैया उससे पहले निकालो, बाकी तो हम तो 7th या 8th number पे आएंगे. So yeah, वो उस टाइम की बात है, 2007 I think or 2006 I remember. So that was one of those embarrassing moments while performing. Other than that, well, not really.
Okay. These are the last 2 ones, and coffee खत्म हो गई, लेकिन फिर भी fake sips तो ले ही सकते हैं. Take a sip if you've had a really crazy fan encounter, since we are talking about fans. Really crazy, which you still remember.
Moments that have happened in the last so many years, and they keep happening every now and then. We can categorize them into crazy, we can categorize them into mad, we can categorize them into, you know. But then I always feel that it would be very demeaning of me to actually pick up one and tell the world that, you know, she was this crazy, because if she's watching it right now, she would feel that was my emotion towards Rajiv. So to really say, but I can talk about the beautiful ones. Let's not go into the crazy ones. Let's talk about the beautiful ones. There have been really, really beautiful ones. I mean, which one should I talk about? I mean, people are so giving, especially to me. They have been so giving that I mean, thousands and thousands of moments really etched in my mind. Which one the world hasn't heard of? So let me just think about it. I've spoken about the moments that I've had with people. I think the best ones would be that, somebody who's. So there was this girl who used to write to me without her name.
Okay.
For the longest, she still writes to me, by the way. So she writes to me and she's been writing to me, and I didn't know कि word से कहाँ से आ रहा है. This mail. She used to be very beautiful. Made that I fell in love with the person. As a guy, you start falling in love with that unknown person because it was so beautiful. It used to be so beautiful. And can you imagine? I bumped into that person in UK. I bumped into that girl in UK, and she did not tell me that she's the one who wrote to me.
Okay.
All right. So she met me, and whatever happened, and then she gave me a hint, which was so beautiful because I realized that it was not about getting me. It was not about the typical crazy thing, whatever. I mean, I don't know what they think, but then it wasn't about getting me. It was all about showing her love for me. So she met me in UK. She interacted with me, and after many months, she told me that through one of the mails only, that really something about how I look and what she thought and what she felt and how she, so it's all again said in a very poetic manner that she met me in UK. Now, I do not know who did I meet and so I can't really say that this was the girl because she refuses to. I asked her the question that, were you this one who met me there? This one, because the mail doesn't have any name. So the mail still continues to come, but I do not know who that person is. And it's been consistent for the last, I would say, I think 14 years or 15 years.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah. So this
Okay,
is
the last one. Okay, the last one. Take a sip if you can sing in Marwadi.
One second. Let me. I will have to think before I take the sip because. Yeah.
पहले practice कर लो फिर.
So
Okay, so you already know the drill.
No, so I do not know how to. Can't speak in Marwadi. We've never spoken Marwadi at home. I do not know. I mean, I do not know the language, but I can kind of really understand because Dad used to speak to his relatives and things like that. So there was this one song which Dad from childhood used to sing. So I didn't remember those lines. That's what fathers and parents do. I think they just etch memories. So
Yeah.
this is one of those. "Kadmar piyun ji ghar aave." I never knew what it means till my dad passed away a few months back, and I was remembering this, and I said, "What the matlab kya tha iska?" So it was "Ud re mara kala re kagla, kadmar piyun ji ghar aave." Crow, kadmar. Ud re kala re kagla, may the crow go away, because when the crow starts crowing at your house, it says कि कोई आने वाला है. That generally they say. And it's a woman waiting to meet her husband. कब आएंगे घर पे? So it's something on those lines. So yeah, so this is a Marwadi song. आ जाता है, but this is one of the memories of my